Warning. It is the opinion of the 4th Street Productions LLC and the Working Perspectives podcast that we should inform you that some of the language used in this recording could possibly be considered offensive. You have been warned, so if you decide to listen to the recording, then don't complain about the language. Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by jdub, Justin Richardson, and our guest today is the one and the only Bill Lynne. You can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Jalen, dude, are you ready, baby?
I'm ready.
You ready? We's ready. They's ready. Is ready. Speaking of being ready, this is the Working Perspectives podcast. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's our objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
Let's go. All right. All fucking right. Justin, let me tell you something about our guest today, Wild Bill Lynne. All right, this son of a bitch. We have talked about this son of a bitch at nauseum on this show. Is that correct, Justin?
I have heard. I guessed who he was when me and him were alone in the waiting room.
Yeah, and it was
Like,
amazing.
are you Dental Bill? He's like, yeah. I was like, you are mild mannered.
Yeah.
They described you correctly.
Yeah, so we've talked about before on the show about a little place called the Hensler Grace PA Academy. I love this place. Bill loves this place. Justin loves this place. We've had a bunch of guests here on the show from the Hensler Grace PA Academy, like Johnny Dorito, Chad Kilhefner, Mike Padilla, Don Lyons, Frank Palumbo, right? Joe Tamburino, like good dudes on here. And every one of them has sung the praises of the one and only Dental Bill Lynne. So here's a little story about a guy I know. So John Dorito told a story about Rich Latta is the owner of the Hensler Grace PA Academy. And one day he was going to the gym and Bill was there. And there was like a training camp going on at the time. And a lot of times during training camp, you'll go to other gyms to spar other guys just to get like good looks and stuff like that. So the team was heading down to Daniel Gracie's, right? And Bill was at the gym and he was like working out. And Rich was like, hey, Bill, you want to head on down to Daniel's with us? And at Daniel's, I'll tell you, it's a tough room. Right now, Daniel Gracie has got a ton of champions in the UFC. It's a great place to train. And so there's a lot of good dudes down there, right? So they're going down there, and Rich, I don't know if he said this to Bill, but he's thinking in his mind like, oh, man, I just hope Bill, I hope he can hold his own kind of thing. Like, I hope these guys don't beat him up or something like that, right? They go down there, and Rich says he's standing there talking to somebody, and all of a sudden he hears like, whack, and whack, and he's like, ah, shit. And he looks over, and our guy Dental Bill here is waxing the fucking floor with a future UFC fighter. You know what I mean? And apparently he went through the whole room and cooked him, right? So John Dorito shared that story on this show, right, on the John Dorito episode, which is available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Work and Perspectives Podcast. And I clipped it, put it out there, put it out on Twitter, tagged our good friend Henzo Gracie in it. Henzo Gracie listens to the clip. He then retweets the clip. He then follows us on Twitter, all because of the man, the myth, Dental fucking Bill. All right. So I'm going to tell you, man, it's been a long time coming. When getting guys on, like, dude, like you heard the list, and I didn't even say all the guys we've had on the show from the gym. It's been a ton, an absolute ton. But I'll tell you, there's none that's more sought after, more distinguished, and just, you know, more in demand than Dental Bill. And I'm super excited he's here. Really, really happy to have him on. Bill, thanks for being here. Before we get started, though, I do have a question I'd like to ask. What movie do you think is better, The Godfather Part 1 or The Godfather Part 2?
Part 1.
Correct answer.
Christ, that is not the correct answer. God damn it.
It's a better
All
movie.
right, fine. Dental Bill, how do you like your Cheetos? Crunchy or puffed?
Puffed.
What?
That's the correct answer. Dude, the puff.
What?
Most people don't say puff.
The puffessance is on, right? The puffessance is on. Legit, Bill. Justin's been on the show for a while.
As we've gotten better guests, we've gotten more puff answers.
Fuck. Well, I mean, I'll tell you, it was, dude, we went for like 8 months without hearing a puff.
Everyone said crunchy.
Without sniffing a puff. We almost
Really?
got rid of the question, right?
I love the puff.
The cheese
Yeah.
ball is.
Are you a ball or a
perfect
doodle?
Doodle.
Doodle. Oh, wow. He's the rare doodle, but still puff nonetheless. All right. Yeah. This is the real question, Bill. This will separate the men from the boys. Wings. Do you do the drums or the flats?
The drums.
Get him home, man.
So close.
God, no one, dude. Bob Miles, another Henzo Gracie guy, was on the show last week singing your praises again.
He went 4 for 5.
Bob was this freaking close to hitting the Justin cycle. No one's hit it yet. All right. And then, okay. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Smart. Good. And then amusement parks or water park?
Water park.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Justin, I mean,
3 for 5. You know, it gets you in the Hall of Fame.
yeah, you got a majority Justin again. We're getting a lot of majority Justins. I don't know.
Because I'm right.
Wow. Wow. That's not the case. That is 100% not the case. Not at all. So, Bill, I'll tell you, man, it took a while to get you on here, brother, but I'm so happy you're here, man. How are you, dude?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hey, man, wouldn't have it any other way, pal. You know, super excited to get this thing going. So let's get it started. I want to revisit that story. Or so was I pretty accurate with the retelling of the Daniel story?
Yeah, that's basically what happened. Rich asked me, he just out of the blue, he asked me, well, actually, it was Karen. She actually asked.
You don't say no to Karen, tell you that.
Yeah. So she offered, she said, you know, Rich is doing a seminar. Do you want to come down, et cetera, et cetera? So I said, yeah, sure. I'll come down.
You don't miss a class.
No. Thought, you know, it's a great opportunity to train.
Yeah. And it is. It was.
Yeah, it was.
It's a world class room, brother.
Yeah, it was a fantastic experience.
Yeah.
It was a great seminar. But yeah, it wasn't a good day for some of those guys down there.
Hey man, you had the rep for the gym, brother. That's the way. Do you find that in those scenarios, like people take you for granted just because, like, I mean, for those listening, look, Bill is a handsome son of a bitch, and let's not joke about it. He is a good-looking son of a bitch, but you know, he's tall, he's got some muscle on him, but he's lanky, and he's just like a mild-mannered, nice guy, right? Yeah. So a lot of times people see that as a weakness when really that's like your biggest strength. So do you find that a lot when training? Like some guys will be like, "Well, look at this goober," you know,
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, especially new guys that don't know me very well.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay. All right. I got this guy.
Yeah. I'm going to take a break this round.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I get it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. And you just flip, like, I'll tell you right away, you feel them go from like from predator to prey like that. You know what I mean? I've seen it happen. It's pretty great.
You see the look on their face. It's just it it just turns.
Yeah, that must be the best feeling ever, right?
It is. It is. Especially the younger guys, like guys like 25 years old.
Oh, it's the best.
Pretty good shape, not a couch potato.
Mm.
And you just destroy them, and it's very rewarding.
Yeah. I remember one time there was this guy in the gym, and he'd been training for a while. I won't say his name, but he was like, bigger guy, and he had like an intimidating look. And we were sparring, and he hit me with a shot, and I just walked right through it, and I saw him fucking melt. And I was like, this guy not like, you'd notice then like how it takes like a lot to be mentally strong, like things like that. Things like, powerhouse guys think they can do shit like that. And it's like, all right, bud, relax.
Oh yeah.
No,
we got a lot of it.
Yeah. But dude, it's also part of like you're a mat police. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you got to put the hurting on someone that needs it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're part of. You went from that bracket. That's a crazy transition. Talking about the gym still is that you went from the bracket of like, I wouldn't say you were tossed around, but you had a rough start.
Yes. I did.
Yeah, but you stuck with it and turned it around. So now before. Someone would have to police maybe a guy putting it out on you, where now you're the one doing the policing. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Yeah. Which is a great feeling, man. I was in the same spot. No one starts as the fucking head of the pack in that place. You know what I mean? Like,
no way.
Yeah, that shit takes years.
Even if you wrestled or did some other combat, martial art, sport, whatever.
Yeah.
You're gonna start at the low end at least.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to work your way up.
Yeah. Just how it goes, man. That's just how it goes.
Right.
So nice. All right. Well, let's get to talking. So you, Wild Bill here, old Dental Bill, was born in Woodbury, New Jersey. Grew up in Doylestown.
Yes.
Yeah. How was that? How was growing up in Doylestown?
Oh, it was fine. It's just it was a little town.
Yeah.
Back then it was. Now it's,
now it's a thriving metropolis.
Yeah. Now it's the place to be.
Yeah.
But, like I said, when I was a kid, no one really ever heard of Doylestown. You said you're from Doylestown. They were like, huh? What?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good place to grow up.
Yeah. Did you live in like the town part or like when it developed?
We lived kind of in the township, kind of on the outskirts of town.
Nice.
So,
so this is something I was interested in. So another Henzo guy we had on the show, Josh Lawler. Dude, we had Josh Lawler on like it's like April of like, I remember his audio kept getting messed up. I was so fucking mad, right? Like that recording pissed me off. That was honestly, I think that was one of Shake's last shows. And so it was like, that's how long ago it was, Justin. So it's probably like April of 2021, right? And we had Josh on the show and really, I mean, great stuff. He's a great dude. Wish we'd have better audio, but he did like dirt bike race, right?
Yeah, right.
And you did BMX bike racing, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And like not as much as like the tricks, like you were more into the racing aspect of it.
More into the race. Not that I wasn't into the tricks, but that's what I competed in the racing.
Yeah, which is honestly pretty freaking cool. Yeah,
it was awesome.
Oh, dude, the best. What kind of bike did you have?
It was a CW, Custom Works. Was the brand of the bike.
Damn.
It was a sweet bike. I still have it.
Hell yeah. What color?
It was chrome.
Hell yeah, it was fucking chrome.
Chrome, the checkerboard pads on it.
Oh,
black and white checkered.
Yeah, dude, that's the most badass bike going.
Yeah.
And it was pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you have to have like special tires on it to race or?
No, you didn't have to, but I had expensive tires on it.
Yeah.
They were quality.
Yeah. You're not doing some Joe Schmo tires. I did or on my bike, I have to put like they do Kevlar inside. I used to have tubeless, and then I got these different tires that aren't tubeless compatible.
Mhm.
And then so they now they can put Kevlar on the inside of your tire to protect the, you know, in the tube.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully that works out. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, right.
But is there anything worse than getting a flat tire? My God,
I
nothing.
hate it. Hated it.
Rimming a bicycle tire with those, remember those plastic hook things they would give you?
Yeah,
Dude, I'd rather bite my own foot off.
yeah.
Look, it's so,
Yeah.
because you would rim one half and then the other half would pop out.
Yes.
I'm gonna be here all day. I'm gonna die before
Yeah.
this ever gets done.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
And I would pop tires all the time.
duh.
Yeah. How frustrating is that?
Oh, bro. Is there anything worse than like, yeah, when you're, dude, you're like,
I hated
like,
it.
yeah, dude, there's been times where I'm like, I wish I could break this fucking wheel, you know what I mean? But they're even more expensive. But yeah,
Yep.
no, dude, changing a tire, the worst. I have those clips still, right? And the thing that sucks the most, like the bike shop I go to, I love the guys at the bike shop. Shout out Libertyville Bikes. They're my guys, Brown Button, what up? And then, but when I go there, right, it's like, I'm like, hey, got this wrong. He'll pop the tire off in like 2 seconds and put it right back on. I was like, God damn it. It's like, was this ever difficult for you? Do you know the struggle that I go through? You know, but when you do it 100 times a day, it's like,
All right.
yeah.
Well, that's the difference.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's honestly, I've been on the road, like riding my bike on the road, like miles away from my house and had to change a flat. And thank God,
Ugh.
but it sucked. Like I'm there, like on like some random street, like, you know, these school buses are driving by and I have like my bike flipped upside down and I'm like, you know, working the gimmick because I have like the clips in my bag and then I have to hand pump it. So I'm like, God damn. Yeah, it's brutal. But still,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Justin?
No, it's rather be called with it than without it.
Amen, brother. Amen. So nice. All right. So BMX. How long did you do the BMX racing?
A few years. I had 3-4 years.
How'd you get
Yeah.
into it?
I don't know. I guess just the kids in my neighborhood were into it and I got into it. I don't know. It was just a fun thing.
Did your friends like in the neighborhood do it too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So everyone's doing it. So it's just like, hey, we're doing it
Yeah.
already. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. That's fun then.
Yeah.
Right?
And yeah, it was great. 'Cause, my friends were into it. We had a great time with it.
What did you have to wear like a special helmet or anything like that?
For racing. Yeah. It was required.
You had like a helmet. Did you have like a chest pad and gloves and everything?
Yeah. Yeah. The padded pants, the padded jersey.
What?
Yeah.
So legit the coolest freaking ever.
Yeah.
Man.
And I would still get hurt. So I was like,
How did you ever break any bones or anything?
no, never broke any bones. But I took some bad falls.
Oh, I bet you're no wonder you freaking love getting punched in the head. Your bell got rung so many times. You kidding me? Yeah, dude, that's brutal. Nice though. Good for you. So you had fun doing the BMXing, right?
Oh, yeah, loved it.
Did all that, and then eventually, right, that would go to the side. You stopped racing.
Correct.
In like the high school, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it eventually, like, bikes aren't cool. Like there was a time in every boy's life where your bike is your life, right?
Yes,
Like,
and it definitely was.
your bike is your
Oh, yeah.
horse, it's your best friend, it's your
Yes.
companion, it's your everything.
Yep.
Like you're working on it, like you're stealing parts of bikes from other people, you're working on your bike in the driveway, right? Like your bike
Mhm.
was everything.
It was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bike was everything.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And you took care of that sucker.
Oh,
Shined her
yeah.
up real nice. Did you keep
Yeah.
yours inside?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
One time I had a red line and I only one time in my life left it on my front lawn and it was gone the next morning.
No.
And
Yeah, I believe it.
Mm.
I just cried.
No. No, God. It makes me want to cry.
It was so much money. It took me so long to get that goddamn bike.
Yeah. Guest of the show, friend of the show, and co-host of the show, Steve Cabot stole it. And he's still not sorry.
I would have known. I rode around North Wales. It wasn't anyone in North Wales. I rode around for days trying to find it.
Yeah. You would have legit killed someone if you found it.
I loved that bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing you love. Like if you have a good bike There's literally nothing.
I get, because like you said, you'd steal, like I had, you'd have different brake handles. Like I had
Yep.
2 different brake handles.
Yep. Chromies.
Mhm.
Chromies.
I lived across the
Oh,
street from Tex-Mex, so I would steal. I would get paper bags full of them on like Fridays.
yeah. The 8-ball, the dice, right? Those were big. They had all of them. Like I remember ones was like the happy, like the happy face or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they had a ton of them. I was a big fan. I had 8-balls. I did the 8-ball one.
I got a Ferrari pair one time. There was a Ferrari at Tex-Mex, and I was like, "Done, has to happen."
Yeah.
They even parked across the street from Tex-Mex in the pharmacy parking lot to, like, I guess, be away from everyone.
Yeah.
Foolish decision.
Right. One,
Right by the payphone.
Yeah, going to Texas or going to Tex-Mex in a Ferrari.
Yeah, I don't know
Mistake
why.
number 1. You shouldn't be there, pal. If you own a Ferrari, that's the last place you should go, you know, or it's the first place. Who knows? But
You're the richest man in Tex-Mex.
yeah, duh. If you own a Ferrari, you're the richest man in North Wales. You're probably the richest man in the Lanesdale area. Okay, so nice. So, like we said, in high school, bikes aren't cool anymore. It's
Right.
all about the cars. Chicks
Right.
dig cars, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I outgrew the bike.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then it was the car.
Did you have a car when you were 16?
Yes, I
Nice.
did have a car.
What car?
It was a Nissan Maxima.
Ooh, not bad for your first
Yeah.
car. What
Yeah.
year?
I like an 82, 84, something like that.
Pretty sweet ride.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet ride.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
82 Nissan Maxima.
Yeah.
Nice. Not a bad whip. Very
Yeah.
cool.
They're
Yeah.
still making the Maxima.
Yeah.
Hey, it still works. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
okay, but you didn't give up like sports altogether. You were into skiing at like a really, really young age.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I started skiing around 8 years old.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that my whole life. I still do it.
Yeah. Where have you gone anywhere special to ski?
Oh yeah. Colorado, Breckenridge, Aspen, up to Canada, Mount Tremblant.
Tough. Mount
I've been on-
Tremblant.
Yeah. I've been all, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
think-
you doing the double black diamonds?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's the deal? How long have you been doing? Like, I mean, so you must be pretty good.
I better be good for the length of time I've been skiing. Yeah.
You'd think. Yeah.
I think I'm a pretty decent skier. Yeah.
Nice, nice. All right, nice. So yeah, skiing. Have you ever had any horror stories skiing? We had a guy on the show recently, Jeff Falterbauer, talked about, I guess, tree wells. Tree well is a thing, and he got stuck in, he almost like got stuck in a tree well, and he was like scared for his life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can get seriously hurt skiing.
Talk to Sonny Bono about it.
Yeah.
babe.
Right. Yeah.
Babe.
In fact, just this past winter, yeah, I had a bad fall. Someone cut me off,
Ooh.
and actually, I tore my pec.
Oh.
I hit the ground,
Oh.
tore my pec.
Oh.
I got up. I was nauseous. I
Ugh.
was dizzy. You know,
I
I
still had to make it down the rest of the
well,
mountain.
that's just it. Yeah, I had to stop 5 times because I thought I was going to throw up.
Real. So,
But
damn.
I did make it to the bottom, and when I did make it to the bottom, I did pass out. I was passed out for a couple seconds, but I came to.
But like you just crumpled at the bottom? You
Yeah,
just like fell? Did anyone come over and was like,
Yeah.
hey, you all right, buddy?
yeah. Someone did come over. I'm like, I'm all right. Help me up. And luckily my wife was with me, and I said, all right, we're going. We're out of here.
Whoa. Does your wife ski too?
Yeah, she
Is she good?
skis. Yeah, she's decent.
I
So
mean, she's no you, but she's okay.
Right.
She's
Yeah,
passable.
she skis because of me. So, so we get to the car. I handed her the keys. I said, "You're driving."
You're like, look, my head's bubblicious right now. Get
Yeah.
behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Nice.
So-
So wait, they cut you off and you just face planted and just shook your tree or what?
It happened so fast. I don't even know exactly how I fell,
Yeah.
but yeah, I got cut off, and I just hit the ground, and my arm just went all the way back, and my pec just tore.
Oh, yuck.
That was 6 months ago, and it's still deformed.
Oh, I bet there was there's a pro wrestler. His name's Cody Rhodes,
Yeah.
right? And he recently he wrestled with a torn pec.
Yeah.
And like he, you saw it on film, and it is like you saw him
Yeah.
like it is nasty. The whole like chest all the way down the arm is
Yeah.
purple and like, oh, it's
Yeah.
just woof.
Yeah, that's what
Ugh.
mine was like. It was all
Yeah.
it was black and blue,
Oof.
but I still trained.
Yeah, he wrestled at Hell in a Cell with it, but you went to
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu, so
Yeah.
who's tougher? Obviously you.
Me.
Yeah. Duh. Hello.
Come on.
Of course. Duh. No question. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was back at jujitsu 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a smart decision, but it's what I
Probably
did.
not. Probably not. But it's you, right? Do you make any good decisions? You know what I mean?
Well, every once, yeah.
Yeah.
It's what a clock's right twice a day. The broken clock.
clock.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Even a blind squirrel gets a nut. Even a garbage can gets a steak. It all happens, bro. It all happens. So nice. All right. Cool. So all like you're skiing, you're done with BMX, you're still skiing in high school
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah.
You get your car. What was
Mhm.
high school like for you?
Not a big fan of it.
Just
know.
kind of went through. What school did you go to?
I went to Central Bucks West.
Grow up.
I
don't care.
it was just kind of, it was okay.
Did you do any sports?
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just kind of, I was an okay student.
Yeah.
I was kind of there, and
Yeah.
I was just glad when it was over.
Yeah. Who wouldn't be?
It just wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
It's just not everybody's thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. I'm with you. Nice. All right. Yeah. I
Yes.
I got expelled from 2 of them, pal. The choir. Right? Like high school's not for everybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes it's easy for some people it's tough. So back off.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I was kind of somewhere in the middle. Like it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't, it was just there. It was okay.
All right, good. Well, all right, nice. So let's keep it on moving on, keep it on down the road. So all right, I want to get into some I have some questions I want to ask you. So what is right now your morning routine like?
My morning routine.
Yep.
Well, let's see. I get up probably about 8 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock every day.
Sure.
Usually the cats wake me up.
Wow.
I'm usually woken up by cat bites to my feet.
Whoa. All right. You're the cat's meow, eh, Wild
Yeah,
Bill?
I got 2 cats. They wake me up.
What are their names?
Sebastian and Josie.
Wow. Golly.
Yeah, they're brother and sister.
Sure.
So they wake me up every day.
Old Seb and Joe.
Yeah. I usually do a few errands, get some things done.
Yeah.
Some paperwork, some bills, I make some phone calls. And then I start thinking about getting ready for work.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I get something to eat. I pack my lunch and dinner for work.
You eat dinner at work too?
Lunch and dinner, yeah.
You're there that long?
Yeah.
Wow. What do you usually, what is it, just like a sandwich and a cup of soup, or what the
What
hell
do you do?
doing?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Bill
I-
here is a dental hygienist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't cover that. I was like, what? All right, just making
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Hence dental bill.
Hey,
Yeah,
hence.
made
Yeah.
sense.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All ties together.
Yeah.
So, okay. So then, wait. So you're at the office so long that it's you like.
I figure most people come after work.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I
Yeah.
was there
so-
5 to 8.
Yeah. So I go in around noon to the office.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's on Mondays and Tuesdays, and I'm there till about 8:30ish, 8:30, sometimes 9.
All right.
And that's Mondays and Tuesdays.
Those are your late days.
Those are my late days. Wednesdays and Thursdays are early days. I start at 8:30 in the morning at my office.
Yeah.
So I'm, on those 2 days, I'm up and out the door.
Just no time for cat bites. See you later.
No, it's up and out.
Yeah.
And then I see patients till about 5 5:30, and that's my day.
Nice. And then what? It's 4 days a week or 5?
4 days a week. Yeah.
That's pretty fucking sweet, huh?
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
dude.
So I get yeah, it's nice. 3-day weekend every week.
Yeah.
Fridays off.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
It can be either way.
Well, I assume, I don't know if you run your own practice. I don't know that much about dentistry.
No.
Nor do you
No.
need to, Justin.
No, I have great teeth. I only go like every 3 years.
I
I go
didn't
for 5 years one time. The dentist was like, all right, see you in 5 years.
and he was fine with it.
I mean, he said like half jokingly, but he's like, you really haven't been here in 5 years? I was like, no, I've never had a cavity in my life. Yeah.
Really?
Nope.
Wow.
Wow, that's impressive. I had to get a fucking root canal last
Yeah.
month, and it was honestly the most one of the most painful experiences of my life. Whatever the fucking Novocaine just wouldn't, whatever it was, the bullshit they were putting in just wouldn't fucking work. And legit, they were drilling into my tooth onto the nerve and like holding me down while I'm fucking screaming.
Oh
And
man.
it was the most painful. Like the dentist is like a really close friend of mine. Love him to death. He's like a father to me. And like he was like upset because of how much pain he was putting me in.
Oh,
And I was like, well, what the fuck? He's like, I just got to get to the thing. Once I can get to it, I can numb it and fucking yank it. But he's like, getting to it's the fucking bitch. And I have to drill through your tooth and you're going to feel the whole thing. And I'm just like, yeah.
Can they knock you out?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
I asked for that. I asked for that for cleanings. I'm like, you just knock me out.
Yeah. Maybe I will. Dude, it was fucking brutal.
I'm like, you don't need me awake for this.
Yeah. Absolutely fucking brutal. But I mean, what are you gonna do?
yeah.
Shit happen, you know?
Yeah. All right. It happens. Sometimes some people just don't get numb.
Dude, yeah. And then you just fucking, I mean, that probably makes you happy, Bill, because you love seeing pain inflicted on people, don't you? Fucking sicko. You get off on that, you twisted freak, you sick, twisted freak.
If it's
But-
too much pain, just tap. Just tap and say you quit. Then I'll go easier on you.
Yeah. Bill, I've asked you this question a million times at the gym, but you're a dental hygienist.
Yeah.
So you're cleaning a lot of teeth,
Right.
right?
Right. Correct.
When people come in and you ask them, have you been flossing?
Mm-hmm.
What's the percentage of people that lie?
The people that lie, probably half of them lie.
Really? I'd have to think, but you know,
Well, here's
you
the
know,
deal.
100% when they are lying.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Here's the deal. Most people don't floss
Right.
at all.
Uh-huh.
Not that there aren't any. Some do, and I can
Right.
spot those people.
They got nice, healthy gums.
Psychopath.
Right. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that say they floss, and so no way.
And they're full of bullshit.
Right. You're not flossing.
Yeah. Yeah. Go fuck your mother. I know what your fucking floss looks like.
You
And you're
floss,
not-
Matt?
I try to, but I don't
Let's
do it
know.
regularly. I
Bill,
don't.
you floss?
Every day.
Attaboy.
Really?
Every
Use the
day.
picks or you use the old school classic wrap around your finger?
Old school floss. I wrap it around my finger.
Really?
That's the way to
Attaboy.
floss.
That's
the way to
better
do
than the stick?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought the stick was better.
No.
Man.
You want to
Yeah.
use a fresh
No.
you want to use a fresh strand every time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
No,
you
the-
floss, Justin?
I used to have a dent to pick. I used to use that thing.
I'm a big fan of the sticks, you know, just
You ever use the water gun,
I
John?
mean, they're fine. I mean, they're okay. You can use them.
But
But
you
I just think the regular floss is a little bit better.
it flosses better, you're saying.
Well, yeah, a little bit better.
Well, I didn't pick you as a biased flosser. I thought you were an equal floss opportunist.
No.
That was wrong. That was dead wrong, man. So, okay. Well, geez, Bill. Gosh, didn't know that you had it out for so many people that didn't floss, but either way. So someone doesn't floss, they come in and they're lying to your face.
Right.
What do you say to them?
Nothing.
You think less of them. though.
What?
You're like, listen, you fucking liar. You're like, look, fucktards. Been
You
at
can
this
also-
for 20 years, all right? I can tell tooth decay from a mile away.
I can tell
How-
you didn't floss before this appointment, let
Yeah.
alone the fact that you don't ever floss.
Do people come into dental hygienists without brushing their teeth? Does that
Oh
happen?
yeah. Oh,
Eating
absolutely.
Oreos in the parking lot.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
Like, if they're gonna clean my teeth, I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah. I'm gonna have some fucking yeah. Oh god, what is the worst? Like, like I'm sure kids like they don't give a shit,
No.
right?
No.
Yeah. Is that brutal with kids?
It can be. I mean, luckily at our practice, people are pretty clean. But yeah, you get some kids that are, they had a bag of Oreo cookies, and then they come in,
Oh, yeah.
and
That's no fun.
it's a mess.
Yeah. Sounds like it. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. Sounds like fun. And then do they still do the fluoride? Is
Oh, yeah.
fluoride a thing?
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. Even adults get it.
Dude, when I was a kid, I was getting a cleaning, right?
Mhm.
And I threw up in the dentist office,
Yeah,
right? Like she was cleaning, I just bleh,
yeah.
threw up everywhere. And it was just like that happening. You know what I mean?
You probably swallowed the fluoride.
Dude, it was when they were cleaning. Is there fluoride when
wow.
they're cleaning? Oh yeah, dude. I was not having it. I was like, get this
When they
fucking
brush.
buzzer out of here. Dude, I had such a fear of the dentist, still do, FYI, and it's well fucking founded because they tortured me the last time I was there. Legit, drilled holes in my teeth without numbing it.
I
Mhm.
couldn't do the X-rays without gagging.
Oh,
I mean, I haven't had it done in a long time. I to this day can't get through when they put them in the side.
oh, it fucking hurts.
They're like, just breathe through your nose. I'm like, ah!
Like, fuck off. Yeah.
They look at me
God.
like I'm dumb. They're like, breathe through your nose. Like, take it out.
They're like, hold it there. I'm like, you fucking hold it. I'm not holding it.
I
God
I got this
damn.
lead vest on. I'm gagging on
Oh.
these weird plastic things you put in my mouth.
And they
I hate
hurt.
it here.
They hurt.
Yeah.
To hold it there hurts.
You don't even give me toys anymore when I leave.
Yeah, I used to get a nice new toothbrush with Sebastian the reggae singing sea crab on it. And now nothing. Like I'm a piece of meat.
Somehow this
That's
turned into us complaining about the dentist.
Bill, how much does that happen? You tell someone you're a dental hygienist and like, oh, the fucking dentist. I went to the dentist and they blah blah blah. Right?
Yeah, I hear horror stories all the time.
Legit though, you love it. That's like
Yeah.
you're like, good. Tell me more. How bad did it hurt? Yeah, I bet that hurt. You pussy. I'd tap you out in 2 seconds, you bastard. You couldn't even take a routine denture procedure. Yeah. But nice.
What's it? Do you know? Just a quick question. Do you know what would it take to get all gold bottom teeth?
What would it take? How much money?
Yeah,
Thousands of dollars.
I want all gold bottom teeth, yo.
Yeah, you're looking at a lot of money.
I'm gonna start putting some money aside
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, there you go.
Not
Yeah.
the top. So in most conversations, you wouldn't be able to tell that all of my bottom teeth were gold.
Right.
It'd take a good eye to be like, are you fucking bottom teeth gold? Like, yeah, they are.
Nice.
Sorry.
All right. No, great question. I have a question actually. What's one thing that people are generally surprised to find out about you, Wild Bill?
Usually they're surprised at my job,
Right. Why they think you'd be a janitor?
something like that. Yeah.
You're a janitor
yeah.
at the number one college in the nation, and you solve math problems on a chalkboard. No, sorry. What do people usually peg you as? They're like, oh, you're not a garbage man?
I don't know what they peg me as, but
You're getting pegged either way.
usually, you tell people that, they're like, I don't know. It throws them a curveball.
Yeah, I know. I mean, dude, I'll tell you, people, you are an enigma, Bill. You are definitely an enigma. People look at you and they say, oh, this guy, he's a mark. And it turns out,
Just
You're
when you
not.
think you got them all figured out.
oh, yeah. Here's a good question. You're on a desert island. You get one thing and one thing only. What do you bring?
To a desert island.
Yep. Not a dessert island, which could you imagine a dessert island? Like just a whole island made of tres leche cake?
That sounds better. Right?
Or some flan or maybe banana split. Oh man.
This is gonna blow your mind. The actual correct term is deserted island, right?
Oh, fuck on me. You're right.
Yeah, a desert island would be an island that has no trees, I assume.
Oh, because it has a desert. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
Deserted island, which has no people on it.
Yeah. But it could be inhabited by others.
Yeah, but deserted implies human.
Sure. You're right. So
So-
deserted island. What do you got?
What would I bring? Water.
You're on an island surrounded by water.
Most likely
But
salt
it's
water.
but it's salt water though.
No, you're
Can't
probably
drink
right.
it.
I'm an idiot. So the
We're
one
on
thing
an
you,
island in a lake.
yeah, well, there's wait,
Nah,
okay. So what? One thing. Okay, let's back it up. Let's talk. All right, let's just talk.
We're learning a lot.
You're on a deserted island, not
Yeah.
a desert or a desert, a deserted island.
So an island with no people.
Right. Let's just say for happenstance, there's a waterfall with like a fresh spring on it. Fresh water's
Okay.
on the island.
All right, drinkable water.
Drinkable water's there, so you don't have to bring your one thing. Doesn't have to be water, Bill.
All right. All right. Are there animals on the island?
Yeah, there's animals you can kill and eat, and there's fish in the water.
Okay. Let's see. A gun.
Bow and arrow. It's not far off. A weapon is fair.
Yeah, what are you gonna
Also,
do when you
too-
run out of bullets?
And when you get bored, you can end it.
Oh yeah, the gun would be great for ending it. Oh my god.
You can wrap it up real quick. You'd be like, I'm not getting off this desert island. And I'm so full.
No. The one thing I would bring is the actress Rena Sky. Hello.
I'm sure that conversation is going to go great after 45 minutes of her complaining. Are you going to find food? I'm going to murder you.
Yeah, you are the food lady. Okay, yeah, that's gonna go great. All right, let's keep it going. Okay, two things then. What is your biggest fear and what keeps you up at night? Wow, Bill.
My biggest fear, sharks.
Smart.
So the island's not a good place for you.
No.
Okay.
What keeps me up at night?
Wait. Sharks legit your biggest fear?
Yeah,
All right. Love it.
sharks.
I bet you could probably tap a shark out. All right.
What keeps me up at night?
Yeah.
Um,
Shark Week.
well, that's one of them.
How terrifying is Shark Week for you?
It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I sit there,
The air jaws when they come out of the water. That's the thing. Everyone should be afraid of sharks because if you're going to encounter a shark, it's going to be in open water.
Right.
And if you're in open water,
Yeah.
everything is scary. Seaweed is
Oh, yeah.
scary.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like,
Is
something
it?
touched my foot.
Oh yeah. You're
You ever been in
terrified.
water? You ever been in water where you can't see your feet? And something
Oh.
touches your feet?
No.
I don't
Dude,
care if it's a horseshoe crab or if
Yeah.
it's a great white. They are equally as frightening in that.
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. I was at LBI last year and I was swimming. I woke up one morning, I wanted to go swimming, and there's like a canal that goes from, the island to the mainland. Like it separates the island from the mainland. And I was gonna go swim in the canal. And I did, right? And I was swimming like laps, like, like there's like, you can still see the bottom. And I was like, fuck it. There's a buoy out there. I'm gonna swim to the buoy and come back, right? Thought I was fucking Johnny Big Dick. I made it like maybe like I would say like 100 yards out, right? Right away, I know like Mother Nature is in complete control right now, right? Like I'm at the mercy of this water. Like I am not the master of my scenario right now. Like a lot of bad things could happen real quick for old Uncle Matty, right? So that whole thing happens, right? And then I'm like, I kind of make it out 100 yards, and I'm like waiting there, right? And I'm like kicking my feet, and then I just feel like like rush by my feet, and I'm like, we're fucking going back right now. I don't know what that was, but I'm not hanging out here to find out. All right.
Yeah.
It's probably just like a guppy fish, but I was like, it's fucking.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Josh just fucking grazed my leg. I'm out of here. It's probably nothing. You know what I mean? It's probably just water, right? But
But you don't know that.
Yeah.
But you don't
Probably
know.
Yeah, I don't know. And I couldn't see, and it's scary. All right. And I was by myself. So I went back in, and I'm alive today. So thank
Right.
me. Thank me for being alive.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice. Okay. So yeah, the thing that keeps you up at night.
Keeps me up and I don't know, just thinking about what I'm gonna do the next day.
It's true.
Honestly, that's probably the most true fucking answer there is, right? Like the one thing that keeps you up at night is thinking about how tired you're going to be for the next day. Is that not right?
Yeah, like what do I got going on tomorrow? What do I got to get done? Things
Yeah.
like that.
Do you ever have the thought of like, if I fell asleep right now, I would get this exact amount of hours of sleep, and then you're like, well, I'm not going to fall asleep right now, so it's going to be this amount. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah. And then you look at the clock.
Yeah. And then you're like, well,
That's-
fuck me.
Right.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what keeps me up.
All right.
I fall asleep either on the couch or in a chair, and then I wake up at some point, and then I walk upstairs and go to bed. And that's my new routine, and it's been working out great. I get like a pretty nap, and then I usually wake up, I look at my phone, I got like 6 more hours, and then I go upstairs and go to bed. Sometimes I wake up like close to work though, and that sucks. Like I'll wake up on the couch, it'd be like 5:50. I'm like, oh, I only got like an hour.
Nice.
But
So
yeah.
no, go ahead. What were you
No,
gonna say?
it's nice when you wake up and you're like, oh, I only slept for an hour. I got 7 hours of sleep.
Oh, is that not the best? You wake up and you're like, oh fuck. Oh, my alarm doesn't go off for 2 more hours. See ya. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. The best.
Yeah,
The
that's
best.
nice. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't everybody? So, all right. So after high school and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like you you did all these things. So, but like where you went to college, right? But when
Yep.
did you start training? What part of your life,
When did I start training? I started at Henzo in 2008.
All right. So I think you were like just before me. I think you were
Yeah.
there just a little bit before I got there.
Mhm.
Right. And then, but like you had already graduated college and everything like that and got all your
Correct.
shit done. So you went to Harcum,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Harcum's mascot? Do they have one? Is it the independent woman? Is that their
I don't know.
mascot?
Probably. I don't know.
It's like 100% women at that place. So
Not anymore. Used to be.
yeah. So okay. So you're at Harcum. You go there. You get all your schooling done.
Right,
Everything's
right.
done. How is Harcum?
It was good. I mean, it was a good school. Graduated. I had a job probably a week out of school.
Oh, I mean, everyone
Um,
needs a dental hygienist. Am I right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was tough. Don't get me wrong, but
What was so tough about it?
the amount of work, the workload
In school or out of school?
in school, the workload was brutal.
Yeah. Do they pour like a lot on you at once?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they did. I think part of it, I mean, I can't prove this, but I think they wanted to weed people out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. There has to be like a weeding out process of like, look, we want to get the freaking posers out of here and get this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
so they're going to make it pretty tough on you
yeah.
to weed some of the people out.
Yeah.
But if you can hang in there,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah. I'm with you. Nice. Okay. So you get through that. When did
Right.
you graduate from Harcum? What year?
Boy, what was that? 99, 2000.
Oh, all right. So it was a long time between then and the gym, right?
Yeah.
So what were you doing anything in between graduating college and going to gym? Were you like training anywhere else?
No,
All right.
not martial arts. Well, I did briefly go to this one karate school. I only lasted 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Hated it
Yeah.
and quit.
Was it just shitty?
Yeah.
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 Karate was like that. All
Yeah.
right.
It was awful.
Yeah. And there's no like real fighting. You know what I mean? Like it's just all
No.
a bunch of bullshit.
Right.
So okay. Nice.
So then yeah.
okay.
And then shortly after that, I started over at Rich's place.
What? So you go into well, actually, before we get started there, it is now time for everybody's new favorite segment. Woo! It's the hold on. How did I sing it in? God damn it! What the fuck? What was the damn song? I was singing it all day. Oh, J-Dub's question segment. J-Dub's question. It's J-Dub's question segment. J-Dub's question. Yeah. So J-Dub's question segment where J-Dub's going to ask old Dental Bill some questions and Bill's going to give some answers and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Jalen,
Would you rather be in the MIB or the Ghostbusters? Basically, do you want to hunt aliens or do you want to hunt ghosts?
Wow, that's a fucking question.
I would say aliens.
And
I think that's what I'd pick too.
so you'd be in Men in Black?
Yeah, hunting aliens is a lot. It seems somehow safer than hunting ghosts. I feel like you can't get possessed by aliens. You
Yeah.
get probed, but
Well, ghosts, I mean, I don't know. A ghost is a ghost. How do you
you get that like proton backpack and you
Yeah.
pull it into that little trap thing.
Yeah. Nice.
I don't know.
How was it?
Capturing a ghost in a proton pack.
Yeah.
I used
Dude.
to have one, yeah.
Dude, the toy, right?
Yeah.
That was the gimmick. I
Stepped
think
on it and it opened up. And you could put
Yeah.
toys in there.
I think Bach had that, right? Like the thing you slide out and it would pop up, and that's what caught Slimer. Yeah. I think Bach had that. I forget who had the backpack though. That was the gimmick, man. Oh God, toys as a kid. What are you gonna do? Toys
you
for
could-
kids now are way more sophisticated. Like
Dude,
legit,
I
we
got
had
all high. I
nothing.
went to Target the other day and was going through the kids' toy section.
Yeah,
There's
pretty
so
great.
much. Lego is just pumping out heat.
Oh, Lego's at the top of their game.
It's
They're
like
at the top of their game.
$170 per Lego set, but there's just heat coming out.
Oh, dude, the Lego sets they have now are absolutely incredible, amazing.
And the
Right?
Nerf
Like
guns shoot balls now instead of
Oh.
darts.
they're genius. Genius.
They have clips and you can like cock them. They have scopes. I'm like, where was all this shit?
Oh yeah, dude. Also too, like remember when we were kids, Nerf guns, you got like maybe 10,
Yeah.
15 good shots and it just started to
remember,
fall
yeah.
apart. These
I
Nerf
remember
guns, Nerf guns are so durable now. They're unreal. Like that sniper rifle probably has a range of 200 yards. I'm just saying. It's like the best.
What was your favorite toy as a kid, Dental Bill?
Favorite toy. When I was a little kid, probably giant Tinker toys.
What is a Tinker toy?
It was
Were
like
they like
these-
blocks with the sticks you could put in? them and
Yes,
they would
yeah.
connect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
they're-
Tinker
but-
toys, yeah.
but
Wait,
but the
Lincoln
big
Logs?
ones.
It's not
No,
like
no, not Lincoln Logs. They're Tinker toys, but they had to be the giant ones.
Oh, it had to be giant. Bill,
Had to be-
nothing. Oh, it couldn't be not
Yeah,
giant.
giant.
You can't be the small ones. Got to be
Sure.
the giant ones.
You're all about size, huh, Bill? All right,
If you,
giant Tinker toys.
like Richie Rich.
Oh, these things. I know what you're talking about. These twat bags. Yeah. I mean, they're all right. They're no Lincoln Logs and they're definitely no Legos. They're not bad. But so it had to be the giant ones?
Got to be the giant one.
Why? What the hell were you building, Bill?
I don't know.
Like a
He's an
house?
engineer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good for you. I was a big Legos guy. J-Dub Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill, Legos? Yes, no.
Legos. Yeah, I did have Legos.
I got
Yeah.
into Connects for a little bit. Remember when those came out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were all right. They were all right. Connects were all right. They weren't Legos though.
No,
Legos
They were
owned the
weird. They were
game.
plastic.
Yeah. Legos, dude. When Legos, I mean, like when we were coming up, you had like the pirate guys, you know what I mean? Then you had like the knights guys, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Then they got into the space game. You got the space guys, you know. Now it's like they're everything. There's Marvel, there's DC, there's
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Cool
Oh,
Star Wars sets.
oh, the Star Wars stuff is unreal. The Millennium Falcon. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
It's huge.
Yeah. Bill, you a comic book guy or no?
No.
Wow. You pegged you wrong there, buddy. I would have pegged you all night as a comic book guy. So, okay. Sorry, Justin. Next question.
If you had to put a fast food restaurant in your house, which one would you
Ooh.
pick?
This is a great question.
If I had to put a fast
Like
food
Richie
ra-
Rich. I don't know if you're a
Yeah.
fast food guy.
I met Richie Rich with Macaulay Culkin. Second time you brought that movie up.
He had a
Great guy.
McDonald's at his crib.
Yeah. McDonald's. That was when McDonald's was the top of the game. Crispy golden French fries. I mean, come on. McDonald's Monopoly was everything. Dude, we used to live at the McDonald's by my house. We would go there all not live there, but that was definitely a hot spot. We were chilling at the Mickey D's.
Yeah.
And then we were like, maybe we shouldn't eat here every day.
But what would I put in? Probably Bojangles.
What
Yeah?
is that?
I only got them in the South, yo. You
Yeah.
gotta get like
Bill, are
I
you
think
a,
as soon as you get
a
to
world
Virginia-
traveler?
It's big in the South. Yeah, Bojangles.
What does it do? What are they like? What's their
It's-
gimmick?
It's chicken, fried chicken.
Okay. And like, okay. So it's just like, I mean, all right.
It's like KFC but better.
Oh, really? That's a statement. All right.
I've actually never
Bojangles.
had it.
I've never had it either. You know, it's something I've never had and everyone talks about and I want to try. I've never been to a Waffle House.
Oh, you're not missing
Yeah.
anything. I've been
Oh,
to a
no.
Waffle House in Jacksonville.
No good.
Oh my god, dude!
That
they like
bad?
make- dude, this woman, I swear to God, this was in 1997. She had a cigarette in her mouth, a perm on top of her head, and then straight hair down the back, and it looked wild. I was like, I remember just staring there and being like, "What the fuck am I looking at?" Curly all top, white, and then like black, straight, long hair. It's the wildest thing I've ever fucking seen in my
So it's
whole
like
life.
a perm mullet.
Yeah.
Wow.
And with
Wow.
a cigarette, she's like, "What do you want?" I was just like,
Your
"I just
number.
want to know more.
Yeah. Like, give me your life
my
right
I want to know
now.
everything about you."
Yeah. I mean, obviously, she should have been, that's your dream gal right there. But
I should have never let her go, yo.
no, yeah, that's your mistake. And you've lived with that for the rest of your life. What are you going to do? Yeah.
It's the only time I've been to a Waffle House.
Man. All right. Well, hopefully that one time doesn't, dissuade
They don't
you.
have a drive-through.
That'll get you.
That is
Some-
the parameter of my question. It's got to have a drive-through. Like
Somewhere-
Five Guys isn't fast food.
Okay. Somewhere else I've never been and want to try is a Cracker Barrel.
You're not missing anything there either.
I've been there.
It's trash.
I've been to Cracker Barrel.
And
It's good.
How long ago have you been to a Cracker Barrel?
That was probably, I don't know, 15 years ago.
There was a point in time where Cracker Barrel stood for something. I don't know what it was.
really?
I mean, unless it's gone downhill since.
I went there not that bad ago. Got chicken fried steak, which Cracker Barrel used to not be able to fuck up, and it was disgusting.
Really?
Unless you want a rocking chair or some weird knickknacks in their country store.
They have a
You can't-
store?
Yeah, all the Cracker Barrels
Yeah.
have a little store.
Yeah, they have a
What?
store.
Have you
Yeah.
never been to a Cracker Barrel? They're everywhere.
I've never been to one. I've always wanted to.
Yeah.
You have $12 and would like lunch.
Maybe I'll go. But every time I want to go, my wife's like, no, we're not. No, bad you. And I'm like, what? I just want to go to
Go for breakfast.
All right, maybe I will. FYI, if I could get a fast food restaurant in my house, it is Chick-fil-A or go fuck your mother. That is the only fucking answer to that question.
I think it's right. I would have argued with you a few months ago. I am full blown addicted to Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is the most incredible thing there is.
I'm full blown addicted to it.
It is, dude, and that's a healthy addiction. And I'm happy for you. And I'm
I've got
happy
it
you
like
made it there. How
5 or less
incredible.
7 days.
I would probably be best friends with the workers at the Chick-fil-A in my
Dude,
house because
the
they are
one
just
lady-
the nicest people.
The one
Yeah.
that's closest to the nuclear towers has a
Okay.
Chick-fil-A. And this woman is so nice. It is starting to bother me, yo. She's like, you happy in the morning? I'm like, are you fucking with me? She's like, thank you. And I'm like, you're not that fucking happy. There's no way.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
coming off as she's so nice, it almost feels condescending. That like, I'm like, I've
Wow.
never been that happy.
Wow.
And she's working.
Yeah. At Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Which shout out, fan of the show, listen
My
to the show.
pleasure.
Yeah. I'll tell you, man, Chick-fil-A, one runs like clockwork. Like it is never not busy at a Chick-fil-A anytime, at any Chick-fil-A ever. It is always the busiest thing ever. They probably go through 5,000 pounds of chicken a day, and it's all delicious. Apparently,
Yeah,
one of the
I agree.
secrets to their chicken is that they soak it in pickle juice.
Yeah.
That's apparently the case.
really?
That's what I'm told.
Wow.
I have also discovered this, and this will change everyone's life that is listening. This is what you do. You get a #1 deluxe with American cheese. I do no lettuce, extra pickles because I'm an American, right? And what you'll do is you'll get a large fry on the side of that, and you'll ask for extra Chick-fil-A sauce. What you'll then do is you'll remove the top bun. You'll place a correct amount of fries on top of the chicken. You'll then take your Chick-fil-A sauce and generously cover the bun, smush it back down, and you will then have the best sandwich you've ever had in your life. Legit, the best thing that's ever been in your mouth.
Have you had the Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Fucking no, because it's Popeyes, you fucking
Have you had it done, Bill?
I've never been to Popeyes.
Dog,
Popeyes.
First off, I'll pronounce it the correct pronunciation of Popeyes.
Fucking uts.
You gotta go. Look, you gotta have it. There's no getting around it.
All
You
right.
gotta go.
I haven't had it either. Is it that good?
You gotta go to a good one.
All right.
You
Where's
can't
the
go to
good
one in the hood. You gotta
No.
go to one in a nice neighborhood.
I'll tell you.
Find a Popeyes in a nice neighborhood.
Sure.
And even
they're,
then,
they're all
it's a
over
little
the
hit or
place.
miss.
Yeah.
If you get a good one, I swear to fucking God, it's the best chicken sandwich I've ever fucking had. It's got big pickles. They put mayo on there. There's no cheese. You don't even fucking. I put cheese on everything. They don't even have cheese there. I was like, put cheese on it. They're like, we don't have cheese. I was like, fuck it. Give me the sandwich. Best goddamn sandwich I ever had.
Wow.
Chicken sandwich in a bag. As far as chicken sandwiches in a bag go.
Sure. I mean, I'll tell you. Yeah, I used to go to the Popeyes in the gallery on my way home from work just because it was Market East Station was always so busy. I knew the chicken was fresh.
$5 box.
It was pretty great. Dude, 2 pieces
deal.
of biscuit. Oh my God. Beautiful thing. Beautiful. So nice. Okay. Let's next question. So wait, Bill, you said Bojangles. Justin, what is yours?
I would probably pick Chick-fil-A too.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. If you're going to have
Those hash
If-
browns are pure
oh
crack.
God, they're incredible.
Go
Dude, even the waffle fries. Come on. Dude, do you ever do the dip your fry in a milkshake?
eh,
I never heard of that.
It's
I've tried
I've
at
done it
Wendy's.
at Wendy's with the Frosty. It's not bad,
Eh.
but either way, I'm telling you, Chick-fil-A is incredible. Shout out Chick-fil-A, fan of the show, listener to the show. But yeah, what about Arby's though? Where are you at with Arby's?
Arby's is okay.
Yeah.
It's like
I
1 in
like their
6.
I like their roast beef sandwiches.
Do you call it lunch meat or cold cuts, Bill?
Lunch meat.
Yeah, Justin.
Lunch meat.
Yeah, if you're a cunt, you call it cold cuts.
Old. If you're an old, I feel like my grandfather called it cold cuts.
I feel like it's the same thing with you. What do you call soda? You don't call it pop. You call
No.
it soda. It's
Right.
soda.
South.
Soda pop. It's called soda. God, it makes me so angry. People, hey, let's go get a can of pop. How about you go get a can of shut your damn mouth before I stick my foot? You know, it drives me nuts that just how some people can just be so condescending. God. All right. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. Next question, Jalen Dub.
What's your favorite animal?
Ooh,
Favorite animal? A dog.
partial to
answer.
zebras myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been on a zebra kick lately, but then it changes. Because obviously lions are great, but then you have wolves. And wolves
What kind
are
of dog?
Fucking awesome.
Wolves are basically
Here-
dogs.
Dogs are basically wolves.
I'm all dog. I don't know, German shepherds.
Wow. Jesus, Bill. Christ. Apartheid
dog.
much? My God. What's
German
your favorite country?
Shepherds.
South Africa?
I don't think there's a lot of German shepherds in South Africa.
What? It's what they used. You've never heard that story?
In like the 60s in the South.
Okay. You ever heard of a little thing called George Foreman versus Muhammad Ali?
I
Yeah.
have.
Okay, so here's a little story for you. George Foreman, right? So they're going to Zaire in Africa, right? And they're selling out the soccer stadium where Ali's going to fight Frazier, biggest fight ever, right? Mega fight, legit in the history of humanity. This was the biggest fight ever, right? To think it was happening in Zaire in Africa, right? So they go to Zaire for training camp before the fight. Ali's there. And he's like doing his thing. George Foreman used to travel with German shepherds, right? So he brought his German shepherds to Zaire with him. And right away, the people there were shitting all over him because the apartheid, right? The ruling faction
Right.
for apartheid used German shepherds as their police dogs and would sick German shepherds on people, right? So right away, he was, dark helmet, numero uno and dark helmet's hit list. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So yeah. So there's a little fucking history lesson about your German shepherd.
know that.
Interesting.
Apartheid. Yeah. Well, fucking,
Interesting.
get some culture and some history, pal.
It's not great for that climate, you know?
I mean, dude, that dog is legit. That dog is terrifying though. I was at Burn's wedding. Shout out Burn, fan of the show, listener to the show. Burn is getting married. And one of the guests there is his wife's friend, and we're like all at a table together, me and my wife, and the Burns' wife's friend, that's where we're sitting. And my wife is talking to her, the friend, the girl. She's a nice girl, and I was talking to her husband, right? And I was like, "What do you do?" And he's a cop, and he's in charge of the canine unit. Right. And I was like, really? And I was fascinated. He's like, yeah, I have the dog upstairs. And I was like, whoa. He's like, yeah, it goes everywhere with me. He's like, it is the most trained dog there is. And I was like, can we go see it? And he's like, yeah. And dude, this dog was massive. Like German shepherds are big, but this was a bigger German shepherd. Like this was a massive dog. And right away, I'm like, if this dog tried to chase me out and bite my calf, it could it'd be like Justin's dog and it could have its way with it. It really was this dong, this thing is a terrifying piece of athleticism. This dog, it really is. Right. And he's like, I got to let it run. So we went out back in the parking lot. Right. And this thing was just right away, right after a squirrel, ripped it to shreds. And I was like, what the? But then he's one word. And I think he spoke it in German. And he was one word and the dog came right back. No problem. I was like, this is nuts. He's like, yeah, this is the best alarm you could ever have. And I was like, I bet. I was like, that's the alarm that fights back, baby.
Yeah. They're fabulous dogs.
They are incredible. I'll tell you, there's some dogs that are damn unique. Go ahead, Bill. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, they're smart dogs. They're loyal.
Yeah. They're pretty great. I'd say Rich is really into dogs. Rich has an American bulldog, Ruger. You've met Ruger.
Oh yeah, Ruger's cute.
Yeah, but those like it's insane the amount of money, like the breeding money you can get from
Mhm.
dogs is unreal. Like Ruger's going to be $1 million dog. You
Oh,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like by the time like he's probably like by like because you sell his samples or specimens, I think they call them, right? And Rich will sell his specimens for breeding. And he's like he's a registered dog in like whatever the dog registry is in the world. And he's a descendant of this other dog who was like $1 million dog, right?
Yep.
So like he can sell this dog's, goosh
Right.
for thousands of dollars a pop to make litters and stuff like that. And then he gets
Unbelievable.
a piece of the litter. Yeah, that's an investment. And I'm telling this dog legit, like it chews through tractor tires. Like it's unreal. It can like Rich has a dirt bike that he's up at 35 miles an hour and the dog's keeping up with him. You know what I mean? He has an 8-foot fence. The dog can leap the 8-foot fence, no problem. And I'm like, this thing's crazy. But yeah. So sorry, we got off on a little tangent there. But so your favorite animal is a dog, and you're gonna say German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say horse because I fucking love horses and I wish I had one.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Justin. What about you?
Zebras like horse.
Yeah, apparently zebras are dicks.
Yeah.
Apparently
they're
do
fucking stick out. I'd do
apparently
mad
do-
as shit too if I was white and black in the middle of the Sahara.
Dude, apparently they are just like the biggest assholes, zebras. Like legit huge assholes, Also, I mean, the movie Madagascar solved the question, are zebras white with black stripes or black with white stripes?
I don't know.
Wait, with black stripes.
Chris Rock voiced the fucking zebra, so they're black with white stripes.
All right. I guess I go squirrel. I like squirrels.
What?
Ever seen a squirrel having a bad time? They got a cool diet.
I've seen him run the hell over.
I mean, that's just a squirrel who zagged when he should have zigged. But otherwise, like, you don't see them. They usually look like they're having fun. If I'd come back as an animal, I think I'd come back as a squirrel.
Yeah, they have a pretty nice life.
Yeah, get a good spot in a tree, eat nuts all day.
Right.
So,
Squirrel's got a good life.
Yeah, this popped into my mind for some reason just now. Fan of the show, listener of the show, hopefully guest of the show, Jackie the Joke Man Martling. He has this number, right? It's a number. It's a landline that goes to I guess his house or something. But it is 516-922-9463. Right.
One more time.
It's 516-922-9463, right? And you call it and it goes to an answering machine where he has preloaded jokes that you can have for free, right? And it's like 5 or 6 jokes that it'll tell you, and it'll give you a little spiel on it, but it's pretty cool. And one of the jokes he had, I called today, and one of the jokes he had was, why do Jewish guys watch porn backwards?
Why?
Because they like watching the hooker give the money back. Right? Is that not the best? Right? Shout out Joke Man. That I was like, I fucking pissed myself when I heard that. I was like, this is genius. But apparently he's like almost impossible to stump with a joke. He knows like the punchline to every joke. He talks about, I'm in the middle of his book, which Justin, you will have to read and do also prior to him being
I shall.
But you should. I audibled it, Justin. I don't know if you have
I
audible.
was gonna say we're gonna have to because I've never read.
Yeah, dude, if you do the audible, you'll fly through it. I love the audible.
I almost finished The Hatchet in 5th grade. Like I really was into it, but I just
Dude, that's the thing with books as a kid, right? Like they're like yelling at me for not doing books reports. I'm like, give me a book that ain't fucking dumb as shit, right? Like, give me a book that's not a fucking piece of shit, and I'll happily fucking. If you gave me Rambo First Blood, I'm flying through that son of a bitch. If you threw a little, yeah, oh yeah, dude.
So
they made a
first?
book. I believe they made a book out of it. But or some H pot or something, you know what I mean? Like something good, right? Like throw something like that at me and I could get through it. But the curriculum that they provided for us, like whoever picked it had no idea what kids wanted to read. It's not like I had a reading disability. I had a fucking boredom disability. Your books are so shitty they couldn't keep my attention.
What did you have to read, Dental Bill?
Oh, Bill, you probably read every goddamn book.
No, I didn't. No, I hated the books we had to read. No, I
You guys
agree.
read Catcher in the Rye?
Yeah.
No, I never read. I know we had to read 1984.
See, I at least would be a little more interested in that.
Yeah,
than
1984 I'd be all right with.
That was
and
That's
what was the
George
other one?
Orwell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Animal Farm.
yeah.
Animal Farm. Yeah.
I never I don't remember reading Animal Farm. I don't know what else we read.
Yeah. I
Let's
remember
read The Hatchet.
Never read The
Oh,
Hatchet.
So bad. That book, that movie.
Wasn't
and
that
the
bad.
book sucked.
There's a
That's-
movie. I never saw a movie.
Yeah, they made
His
a
uncle
book.
like dies in a plane that crashes, and he has like a hatchet, and he's got to survive in the woods.
Yep, man, it
Yeah.
sucks. And it's stupid.
Lord of the Flies. That's what we read.
Oh, Lord of the Flies. That's a kick in the balls. Jesus. Lord of the Flies is I have the conch. Yeah. So nice. Okay. So that was what question, Justin? Was that were we still on the question about
Yeah,
the
that was
dog?
my last. No, that was about What was your favorite animal?
Okay. So
We
then
ended
what's-
here with what books you read in school.
All right, nice. Well, that's been another segment of Jalen Dub's questions. J Dub's questions, asking some questions. J Dub's questions, a new favorite segment. J Dub's the question.
I like it.
Yeah, thanks. Made it up myself. Not copyrighted at all. So there we go. All right, let's get into some stories, Wild Bill.
Yeah.
So all right, so you're done college, you're done the shitty karate, and you finally make it to the gym.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're there, you're training, and you got some good advice early on. What
Yes.
was the good advice you got?
The good advice was to show up.
Show up, baby.
Show up. Simple but brilliant. Show up to class.
Yep. Dude, I tell everybody that comes in that say like, oh, I want to fight, I want to do this. I was like, if you want to be good at this, come to every class. Come to every class you can.
Yeah.
And you will be surprised at how incredible you'll be.
Yes.
Right. Like it'll be before you know it. And also the results are almost instant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's, you see progress pretty rapidly. And honestly, if you just go to every class, right, you'll be like, dude, you'll be pretty fucking good. Like I've seen some
Definitely.
guys come in, like not just you, but like Steve. I think he works for the gas company, I think. But you know what I'm talking about, Steve. And Steve was another one. Super nice guy, mild-mannered dude, quiet guy, right? And he came in and he just started going to every class. And now he's a fucking badass. You know what I mean? Right? Bill, when you came in, you couldn't even fucking tie your shoes together.
Correct. Right. Oh, yeah.
What did they say to you when you first came in, besides like go to every class? Like what was kind of did everyone ever warn you about like, hey, maybe you should give this up or something?
No, I was never warned to give up. I mean, Rich thought I was going to quit,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I was
14
never
years later.
I was never told.
Yeah. It's 15 years later.
Yeah, I was never told to give it up. But I'll tell you, Rich did tell me though. One thing he always said was when you roll live, take it easy.
Yep. Tap early and tap often, baby.
You don't have to go 100 miles an hour.
Nope.
It's a marathon. It's
Yeah.
not a sprint.
Yeah. Those guys are the idiots. If you're going out there trying to be Johnny Charge Up, like go out there for a good roll, and I'm all for
Mhm.
that. But if you're going out there fucking trying to be juiced to the gills, you're an idiot. One, you're not going to last. And two, you're just going to get hurt. And three, you're going to piss off the wrong guy and get the shit kicked out of you.
Right. Yeah. It's a poor strategy.
Big time. Dude.
Yeah.
And also you're not learning, right? Like if you're trying to force stuff with muscle, it takes the technique out of it. It takes everything out of it. You're not learning anything.
You're not learning. All you're doing is just spazzing out.
Yeah. I only do one when I roll, which is rare. And Bill knows, like I used to bolt, like, I mean, I come on the other, I like when we did like wrestling into submission grappling training, I was a big fan of that.
Yeah.
But one of the things I would talk shit because there's like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a divide, right? There's this side of the gym where you're rolling and you're doing jujitsu, and the other side's where you're doing boxing and Muay Thai. Right.
Mhm.
And like when you walk in the gym, you go one way or the other. A lot of people do both. It's not a big deal.
Mhm.
But like, I'm on one side and usually they're on the other, and they'll be shit talking in a way, right? There's always like, well, this is better or this is better. And one of the things, and Bill's heard me say this a million times, but one of the things that they would say on the jiu-jitsu side is that 90% of fights go to the ground, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, that's great. 90% of fights do go to the ground, but 100% of fights start on your fucking feet.
Correct. Correct.
So I'm like, and if you can't get me to the ground, then what the fuck good are you? You know what
Right.
I mean?
That's
So
why
you
got to do both.
exactly. I couldn't agree more.
You got to do
It's
both.
yeah. And
I mean,
honestly, wrestling transcends it all. Go ahead,
yes.
Bill.
I mean, what one's not better than the other. It's
Agreed.
they're two
Agreed.
different things.
Yeah, I agree.
They're two different skill sets that you need.
Yeah, that you definitely need, and they work well. Like they work best together, right? But yeah,
Right.
no, one isn't better than the other. I would say though, wrestling is a great equalizer. If you have good wrestling, you can get away with
Yes.
some stuff. Like you can,
Absolutely.
if you have good wrestling, you're probably already an intermediate in the jiu-jitsu category. And then like
Yes.
as far as the stand-up game, you can survive the training where you escalate a little faster.
Yes.
But also
That-
too, like
It's huge.
yeah, when you started at the gym though, like how long did it take for it to become, because it's a lifestyle, right?
Right.
It's a complete lifestyle change.
It
How
has
long did
to
it
be.
take for you to really like dig in and be like in 100% committed?
Not long.
Yeah.
I was pretty committed pretty early on.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. There was something about it.
Yeah.
It just
It's the challenge. And then it's also like the camaraderie and the brotherhood.
right. It was kind of, I don't know if it's kind of what I was always looking for,
Yeah.
if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
It was it was a good workout. It was a realistic workout.
Yeah.
It was practical.
Yeah.
It was just, it was everything I was looking for.
Yeah. And it worked. And you started to see progress. But
Mhm.
it took a while for progress to come in for you. Like, what was it like at first? Like, it's not because you didn't come in, you weren't top of the class when you were coming in.
No, I was bottom.
The very bottom.
It's you're gonna get beat up for a few years.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's the real test though.
Yeah, it's more mental.
Yeah. Agreed.
I mean, it takes, I don't know what it takes to go in day after day, get your ass kicked for years on end, and still keep at it.
Yeah.
It's demoralizing.
Yeah.
But for some reason, but I just kept doing it for some reason.
You saw little growths and little progressions, but
Yeah.
a lot of it, like it is like it's almost like it's your 1,000 hours. Like you have to take like this amount of ass kickings before eventually something turns on.
Yes.
You're like, no, I can do this now. Like I'm doing this now. I'm no longer in this level or this category. I've moved on to this and I'm able to do this. And like your dedication shows when you start surpassing other guys.
Correct. Right.
So like, did you have a story of like, you started, this guy would be this on you, and then eventually now you're this way? Like, did you have that with like a guy like, because I know for me, when I'm teaching the boxing class, I'm everyone's benchmark, right?
Yeah.
Like they'll see your skill level. Everyone in the class sees your skill level, and that's kind of what they're working towards. Like they want to be there. They want to get to there, right?
Yeah.
So for you had that, but you also have it with like the other guys you're competing with in the class. So did you have a couple guys where you're like, all right, I want to get past this skill level and be able to beat this guy, right?
Yes. Yes.
And did that ever happen, or when did that happen? And
well, here's how that worked. I used Jamie Alabak as my benchmark.
Great fucking guy. Love Jamie.
Super guy. And Rich always told me that he's a good benchmark to use to gauge. So yeah, he was who I use, and that was by Rich's advice too. So I figure when I can survive with Jamie, and I mean just survive, that's when I know I'm improving, because he used to destroy me.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. As the level gets better, you're
Right.
like, all right, this isn't as bad.
Right. So I mean, it took years to get to that point, but I'm finally got to the point where I'm like, okay, I can kind of hang in there with him now.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew I was getting.
Yeah. But that also, once you see like that type of progress, it stokes the fire even more.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like now you're like, you're like, I'm so close. I just want to keep building and building and chasing. And dude, Jamie's great. I love
He's-
Jamie to death. When we were in camp, me and him would train together. Like we would be training partners in camp a lot. And he was like, he's a great dude. He's a great mentor and like older, like he's an older guy. But I
Yeah.
remember like when we had fought on this card in one time, we were fighting on this card, and he was the oldest guy on the card by 20 years.
I was at that fight. That was
Yeah.
at the Starland Club.
Yeah.
I saw
Man.
that. I saw
Man.
your fight. Yeah.
Yeah. God, long time
Great
ago. huh?
fight. Yep.
Uh-huh.
I still remember it.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, that was a fun night. You know what I mean?
That was a great night.
Yeah,
Loved it.
yeah. The team did really well that night too. As
Yeah,
a team, we
Everyone did
well.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jamie, I mean, he's phenomenal. I mean, he's one of the best grapplers you'll ever come across.
yeah. Tough as a coffin nail, that guy.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is. Oh,
Unbelievable.
a beast, total beast. But really good dude too. And
Very
like,
nice guy.
yeah. And like, I remember one time we were training and like we were doing like cage drills,
Yeah.
right? And it was just like we're going up against the cage, and like I don't know, I was having a little trouble with that day for some reason. I was just like struggling, right? And like I was getting frustrated at some point, and we went up, and my back was on the cage, and he's there, right? And he has me like primed up. And I'm like, and I just told him, I was like, if you throw that, like, cause he was setting me up for a knee. I was like, if you throw that fucking knee, I will fucking kill you. Right. And then like, he's just like, he thought like he broke up laughing. Like it stopped the whole training session
Yeah.
because he was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
And like, I'll still see him and say that, be like, if you throw that knee, I'm going to fucking kill you. Right. Cause I was just like, I wasn't having it that day.
Yeah, right.
You know, but
And
he kind of, you get it. You know,
You get days like that.
yeah. Yeah. Those
Yeah.
are legit the most important days to go.
Absolutely.
Those are the like, you know, like the reason those are the most important because that's your level changing day. That's
Right.
when you're like, that's the day when you go up a level. And people
Right.
don't know that. They think like that's the quit day. No, that's the most
No.
important day because when you get through that day, you're gained a level.
Yeah.
But okay, so nice. So what would you say? Do you have like a best story or a best moment at the gym so far?
Wow. A best moment at the gym.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, they're all good moments.
Yeah.
I don't know about a best moment. I mean, I love every day I go there.
Yeah, it
Um,
really is the best. Plus, you walk in, you're yucking it up with the boys, right? Like that's the best part of it. You're just like everyone's
yeah.
like a good dude, and you're joking around, and people are talking to you. But you've gotten to the level now where it's like before you'd be the one asking questions. Now people are coming to you asking for advice and questions.
Yes. Yeah.
How's that feel?
It's great, but
Yeah.
but it's humbling too. I mean, yeah, to think that, you know, you look at how far you've come and you think, wow, like I can't believe it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's, you know, to think that, you know, that you were once one of these guys that was asking the questions,
Mhm.
and now you're the professor.
yeah, yeah,
It's cool. I love it.
yeah. 'Cause you
And
have
it's
your
like-
black belt now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are the professor.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah, you come in and it's like your family.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like you come in and you see your family.
Yeah, it really is. It does. And honestly, but it's like, that's one of the reasons honestly, that's one of the reasons it's so selective. Like the vetting process for getting in there now it's so tough, you know, and like,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of law enforcement, which I really like because I think
Yeah.
that jujitsu is really good for law enforcement just because it helps you control yourself in a situation,
It's
right?
huge. Yeah.
Like you're not going for your gun right away. You're not
No.
going, you know what I mean? Like you're able to control the situation using your hands. And I
Right.
think that is the, like, you know, right. Like that it's everything.
It's
you know what I
probably
mean?
it's the best thing for police officers, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, it gives you an avenue to vent frustrations. Like that's another thing. Like
Yeah.
you need, when you go in there sometimes, like I need to fucking put it out on something, you know, like, or you need
Absolutely.
like, you need to bang on the chat. Like you need to
Mhm.
bang the challenge drum and like get all that going too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, every time I leave, I feel like 10 times better than when I went in.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I guess it's what you're talking about, but there's just something about it. When I leave, I feel great.
Yeah. And you look great too.
Well, thank you. So do you.
Sure. I mean, with this canvas, it's not hard to paint a masterpiece. You know? Hey. So nice. Okay. So you've gotten to like, you know, you're now at dental bill status where it's
Yeah.
before, like dude, because I was there before when it's like, oh, I'm gonna go with Dental Bill and take a break this round. Now it's
Right.
like, you go with Dental Bill, you better have your fucking shit together because he's
Right.
gonna put you through it.
Right.
Which honestly, that must be just like such a great feeling and accomplishment in itself. Like people
It
don't
is.
realize in these type of gyms, like the gym, the gym legend is a legit position, and it's
Mhm.
honestly, it's like an honor. You know what I
It
mean? Like
is.
if you're the gym legend, you're like the toughest guy going.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I will say this, right? You're at gym legend status for sure, Bill, but
Well, thank you.
there's a bunch of tough guys in that gym, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
But by far the toughest person in there is Karen, without
Yeah.
a doubt. She
Karen's
is,
tough.
and she's the scariest person in there. No
Karen-
questions asked.
Karen is probably one of, if not the toughest person I've ever met.
Agreed. She is,
Yeah.
and she will rip you to fucking shreds.
Oh yeah, she will. I know.
I've seen it happen where I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna cry for this person. This is fucking terrible. But she's also like protective, and like once
Yeah.
she's on your team, there's no better person to have
No,
on your team.
but
I
she-
love her to death.
I did too, and she's a super person. I always
Yeah,
liked her.
incredible.
Always liked her a lot.
Yeah. And
she's
tough
just
as they come, man.
Super,
tough as they
super
come.
nice person. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're, dude, if you're good, like, she really only puts it out on people that are trying to get one over or be a scumbag or, like
Right.
that kind of bullshit. That's the only
Oh,
time
yeah.
you see her get heated. Other than that, she's she's just like funny and nice and good.
She's the best.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. So let's talk about this. The Paris story. It's a pretty famous story. So give us a little background. You're on
Okay.
vacation in France, in Paris. Are you with your wife?
No, I took my mom to France.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you, Billy. Does your mom call you Bill, Billy, or William?
She calls me Willie.
Big Willie style all up in it. Oh my god. Wow. I did not see
Yeah.
Willie. Justin,
Yeah,
Willie?
Didn't see it
Yeah.
coming.
No. Out of left field. Nice. Okay. So,
So-
Big Willie style all up in it.
All right. So I took my mom to France, to Paris specifically.
Right.
So we had a
City
trip
of
in
Lights.
City of Lights.
Bunch of cheese eating surrender monkeys.
Yeah,
Oh man. Surrender monkeys.
On The Simpsons.
Oh, that's great. A bunch of cheese eating surrender monkeys.
Yes.
Man, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, something
Hey,
like
you're not
that.
wrong. You're not wrong.
So anyway, so we had, we went there, we were sightseeing. The one day we went to this museum. It's called the Orsay Museum.
Okay.
This is where they have all the big name artists. You got Van Gogh and Picasso, all the big artists are in this
Yeah.
museum. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was the first half of our day. The second half of our day was to take this river cruise.
Oh.
But you get the river cruise right outside of this museum.
The same museum you're at, the Orsay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So it's kind of like a package gimmick. Like you go to the museum, afterwards you're hitting the boat. Right. Okay.
So we go to the museum, we're done with the museum. So we go down, you have to walk down to the river to catch the cruise boat. Okay.
Okay.
So we walk down to the river.
So hold on. Is there like, so you have to like, it's different levels, like the museum's
Correct.
up here on street level.
Correct.
Then you have to like go down the stairs to like,
Correct.
there's like a street by the river kind of thing.
Yeah, you have to go down to the bank of the river.
Okay.
You got to go down these steps.
Uh-huh.
So now you're at the bank of the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no one around really.
Yeah.
So we're down there, we're waiting for our boat.
Okay.
So out of the blue, this person with a clipboard comes up to me and he goes, asks me, do you speak English? Like, yeah. He goes, I'd like you to sign this clipboard. And I said, this doesn't pertain to me. I'm just on vacation.
Yeah.
He's no, really. I want you to sign this.
What was and he's just saying sign. He's not telling you what it is.
Right. He just wanted me to sign this clipboard.
Okay.
I'm like, really, I'm I'm here for a few days. I'm on vacation.
Yeah, you're just trying to be like buzz off, dude. Come
Yeah,
on.
this doesn't pertain to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so long story short, he kept at it, and I'm noticing more and more people are showing up. I'm looking around like, where are all these people coming from?
Yeah.
And so
How many people are you talking about?
we're talking like 5 or 6 people.
Fuck. Okay.
So the next
all
thing
men.
so the next thing I know, I'm in the middle of the circle. My mom's off to the side, so I'm surrounded. And the circle's now getting closer. They're kind of moving in on me.
Yeah.
And the person with the clipboard was like right in my face.
Okay.
So 3 times I asked them to back up.
Yeah.
I said, back up, please, just back up. It wouldn't move. Next thing I know, I'm feeling people on my back.
Yeah.
So that's when I know, all right, I got to do something here.
Yeah.
So
was it like a crowded area or is it?
No.
So it's just you, your mom, and these 6 guys.
Correct. There's
Wow.
nobody around.
Wow.
Nobody around.
And it's like midday.
Middle of the day.
Okay.
Middle of the day.
Do they
Okay.
all have clipboards?
No, just the one.
Okay.
Just the one.
That'd be great if they all did.
I didn't know it was a bunch of like
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witness or whatever.
No, only the one I clipped a clipboard.
Okay. So you feel these guys that like you feel them like they're on you, they're eyeballing you. You feel like your cackles are up, something's ready to go.
Right. So and they're touching my back. And I'm thinking to myself, there is absolutely no reason for anyone to be on my back.
Yep.
And I just asked the person in front of me to back up 3 times and they're not moving. So now I know something's up.
Yeah.
So I hauled off and I clocked the guy in front of me.
With the clipboard.
Yeah.
Okay. You punched him?
Punched him. So he's down
Where'd you hit him?
in the jaw.
Fuck yeah. Dropped him.
I just dropped him. He's done. He's out.
Yeah.
The one next to me, I elbowed him. I kicked his shin. I scraped his shin, and then I decked him.
What? Wait, how did you? Wait, so you elbowed him? So like you went bam to the first guy, and the next guy's right there. Elbow him in the face.
Elbow.
Kick the shin.
I kicked his shin, and I used the edge of my shoe and scraped right down his shin.
Oh, so when you kicked it, like you kept the foot there and went down. Got
Correct.
It. And what kind of shoe were you wearing?
Just regular sneakers.
Oh, I thought you were wearing those Moses sandals. I know you're a Moses sandal guy. All right. So you're all right. So you scrape him down. So elbow to the face, scrape down the shin. What next?
Okay, hit him. So we got two of them are down now.
Okay. So wait. Elbow to the shin or elbow to the face, kick in the shin, scrape, and then punched him. So guy number 2 is now down. Okay.
Right. So you got 2 down. That created an opening for me to slip out of the circle.
So they're no longer behind you.
Correct. So I darted out of the opening there.
Yeah.
So the first dude, he was just laying there. The second one was on the ground screaming at the top of his lungs.
Yeah. His legs probably just a mess.
Yeah. Screaming.
Did you feel it break or just like rip?
No, I didn't feel, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You just know his leg. He's in pain.
He's in pain.
He probably busted his nose too with the elbow.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably.
So you turn around and you're looking at like 4 of them.
Right. So the rest of them are just standing there looking at me, and I'm standing there looking at them. And the guy screaming, I want this guy to shut up because I don't want him drawing attention.
Yeah.
I mean, this is how loud he's screaming. So, and my mom just standing there like she didn't know what to do.
She's terrified.
Yeah, she just didn't know what to do.
Yeah. She's like, it's supposed to be a nice vacation with my boy Willie. Oh, Willie. She's like, free Willie. Yeah. Okay.
So so they just started walking away. I guess they just figured, they're like, you know
not
what?
Worth the hassle.
Screw this guy. We're just gonna move on to someone else.
Yeah.
So and then I said, Mom, let's just get out of here. You know?
Yeah.
So we hightailed it out of there. These guys went their way, and luckily the police never showed up. So because that's all I need to do is get arrested in a foreign country.
Because it could be assault from you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they could spin it. They have witnesses. You're an American. Right. France would love to lock up an American. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So then, okay. So like you're like, Mom, let's go right now,
Yeah.
right? And she's like, yes, Willie. And so you guys take off, right? And
Yeah.
then what? You just like, do you go like, because you're waiting for this boat to come
Yeah, we're
by.
waiting for the boat. Actually, luckily the boat did show up within like a couple minutes after the incident. So we just hopped on the boat and we, and the boat
Hightail it.
took off,
Yeah.
So luckily we got
Wow.
out of that. But yeah, it was, I didn't know it at the time, but I later found out that these were gypsies.
Yeah.
I mean, they were,
Ragged.
I'm guessing they were like teenagers.
All right. Probably like 20, like 19, 20, like around that.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, like 17, 18, 19,
Yeah.
something like that.
Hey man, enough that they have a knife and they can do some fucking damage. And
Well,
also
that was the other
it's
thing. Yeah.
6-on-1. You don't know what's coming at you.
Right. I don't know what these guys are carrying.
Yeah. And also too, like not only was it your Muay Thai training and boxing that helped,
Mhm.
but you also do Krav Maga.
Correct. Yeah.
Like you'd get like we have a Krav Maga class at the Henzo Gracie PA Academy.
Yes.
And you're one of the disciples of that class. So
Correct.
I remember talking to Adam one time because you guys were doing a training session when fighting multiple opponents. What you want to do is get to an area where you can set them up in a single file line.
Yes.
So you're probably thinking like, don't like get these guys like turn away so they're not facing my back, and then you're scoping to see like where can I set them up in a single file line if they
Mhm.
charge me.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was mostly my Krav Maga training that kind of
Yeah.
kicked in that situation.
Nice. Hey
Um,
man, fucking the Krav Maga works, baby.
Yeah.
Nice. But so okay. So then was the rest of the trip no issues or what?
No issues the rest of the trip.
Golly.
6-on-1.
So you found a couple of jippos, some jippos try to take you out, and you're like, hey, not Willie ain't falling for this.
Yeah. No,
So-
not having it.
Yeah,
Not having it.
nice. So okay, man, dude, good for you. I'm happy you stood up for yourself because there's a lot of people that would have been like, leave me alone, take my wallet or whatever, like
Well, right. Well, that's what they're counting on.
Yeah, they want you to freeze
Right.
up and
They want it to
yeah,
be easy.
Right. They're not going to pick on someone that's going to stand up.
yeah. Plus, two, you have your mom there. That would have been like
Yeah.
that's like, come on,
Yeah.
you're there with your fucking mom. Like, what a bunch of pieces of shit that they have to go after a guy and his mom. I mean, it sucks that they're.
Unbelievable.
I mean, if they're that desperate that that's what they have to do, that's a terrible situation for them to be in.
Yeah.
But that's awful.
Yeah.
Be crazy too if if it's like Tyson Fury's cousin. I mean, they're probably all related somehow, but no, the gypsy thing, like my wife has it's like a healthy respect for gypsies, I would say.
Yeah.
Where it's like she doesn't want anything to do with them, but she
Yeah.
also doesn't want a curse put on her by them either.
Yeah, right.
So it's like she kind of toes the line of like, look, don't mess with me, I don't mess with you, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
don't curse me.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah. But all right.
It's nothing against gypsies. They just happen to be gypsies. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, okay, so you've also won Naga, right?
Yeah.
How many times? Just the once?
Just once. Yeah.
Okay.
One
so you've
time.
won Naga. Naga stands for North American Grappling Association. It's
Uh-huh.
a big jiu-jitsu tournament,
Yes.
a really prestigious one. So Bill's won that like a badass. And when he did win that, they gave you some swords,
I
right?
got my sword. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you win Naga, they gave you a sword.
I got my sword.
And then what would happen to that sword?
My house was robbed and they stole it.
Ugh.
How you gonna steal the
It was
man's
probably the second place guy that you beat. That
Yeah,
was
really.
like, I want my sword, Billy. Willie, don't take my sword. So that whole thing. But
Yeah. My house got broken into a few years ago.
yeah.
And of course, one of the things they took was my Naga sword.
Nice.
fuckers.
Unbelievable.
Stolen
bad.
valor.
How about it? Bunch of fucking strunzas.
Yep.
Stolen
So
valor.
okay. Nice. And then I do have one last question because we're
Yeah.
coming towards the top of time.
Yeah.
But if you could have dinner with any three people, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
Any three people
Yeah.
and why?
Yep. Dead or alive.
Dead or alive?
Morning, dead or alive.
I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Wow. Okay.
Why? Probably because I don't know. He's the most famous
I don't think you gotta
person in the
answer that.
world.
Yeah, right. We understand the Jesus Christ choice. And I mean, Is he all three, or is that, because you get three?
I get three.
Yeah.
Wow.
So JC, numero uno.
I don't know, Bruce Lee.
JC and Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
All right. And then what's last?
Let's see. I don't know, Michelangelo,
The Ninja Turtle or the painter?
the painter.
Okay,
Interesting.
just making sure.
Interesting. Wow. All right. Well, look at you.
Hell
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And then who is the person you look up to the most?
Person I look up to the most. Wow. Jeez. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, besides me, obviously.
Boy, I'm not ready for that question, Matt.
All right. We'll pass that. All right. And then, okay. What was your favorite movie at the age of 10?
At the Octagon
The Octagon. What is the Octagon?
with Chuck Norris.
No, never seen it. What's the deal?
Oh my God. You haven't seen that?
No.
Yeah.
Good flick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. It was a Chuck Norris movie back
Okay.
back when I was 10 years old.
Got it.
It was the first R-rated movie I ever saw.
Whoa. Chucky Norris is doing an
Yeah.
R-rated flick?
Yeah. I don't know
Wow.
why it was rated R. I mean,
Sure.
yeah. It was a good movie. He infiltrates this ninja training camp. It was great.
Whoa. Why'd they call it the Octagon?
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
I don't know.
It's just maybe that's where they fought. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just what they just had this octagon.
Was
think
it
that's what-
better than Bloodsport?
No,
Bloodsport's a classic, dude. I absolutely love
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Yeah. Bloodsport was
Bloodsport's a
good.
great movie. Great movie. Nice. Okay. So then what's your favorite movie now?
My favorite movie now. I don't know, Skyfall.
Oh, little Jimmy Bond, huh?
Yeah, James Bond. Skyfall.
You see the
Nice.
new one?
Yeah,
Spectre? Is that
I
what it's
just
called?
finished
Spectre,
it.
yeah,
Oh, no, the one after Spectre. No Time to Die.
Oh yeah, No Time to
Yeah,
Die.
yeah.
How was that?
It's good.
good one.
Yeah, it's his
Yeah.
last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you watch it on, Justin? What's it on?
I saw it on Amazon Prime.
Is it free or just to pay for
It
it?
was not free. Or no, is it on HBO Max for free? I saw it for free.
Oh,
But either
hopefully-
that means my friend rented it and I watched it under his account, or
Oh,
it is free on something.
oh, man, I hope it's free on the Max. I love
Well,
HBO
Remy,
Max.
your boy Remy Malek's in it
Oh my God, Academy Award-winning actor Remy Malek.
from the movie Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh wow, the Academy Award-winning movie Bohemian Rhapsody. Bill, that movie fucking sucks. And if you ever see it, you should fucking shoot your eyes out.
I've seen parts of it.
And
That's not my thing.
yeah, it's not anybody's thing because that movie sucked. That movie sucked. I'll say it here. I say it loud. I say it proud. I couldn't even get through the first hour of that movie. It was so bad. I turned it off. Like the dinner scene when he's talking like how hot his daughter and the guy's dad. I'm like, this sucks. This fucking sucks. This movie just sucks. It sucks out loud. His teeth are big. Get the fuck over it. If you want to watch Freddie Mercury, you can watch it for real. Like just not having it. All right, nice. If you could give yourself a nickname, what would it be?
Oh my God, I already have 50 of them.
Sure. Dental Bill and Willie.
Wild Bill, Dental Bill,
Yeah. Willie.
Willie.
I can't believe your mom
Willie.
calls you Willie. Does your dad call you Willie too?
No.
What's he say? Bill!
Yeah.
Bill, get your ass over here and do the dishes. Nice. All right. Well, I guess Dental Bill is your nickname.
Yeah.
If you could host a TV show, what TV show would you host, real or made up?
Working perspectives.
Wow. Wow. That's the safe answer to that question. Love it. Nice. You'd be probably the best host of Working Perspectives ever had. I'll tell you that. And then TV game show. What TV game show you want to be on?
I don't know. The Joker's Wild.
What's that?
I'm probably dating myself.
The Joker's Wild. It's a TV show. It was a game show.
It was a game show back in the 70s.
Okay. All right. And do continue. What did
It
you,
was
what was the object of it?
Yeah, it was you spin the wheel and win
Oh,
money.
so like they would ask you a question, and then if you got it right, you could spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, it was hosted by Jack, or created by Jack Barry, huh? Yeah, interesting. All right, nice. And then let's keep it moving with some questions. What's the biggest word you know the meaning of?
Megalopolis.
Wow, and that is
That is a concentration of cities.
like so metropolis, but megalopolis.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. All right.
I think.
That's
Okay.
the biggest word you know, Matt.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
I was gonna say that's the biggest word. Have you speaking of a megalopolis, megalopolis? I can't say that word.
Yep.
Have you heard of the line? They're gonna build
No.
this giant structure in the down near the Middle East. It's taller than the Empire State Building, 100 miles wide, 200 feet wide, and it's like it can hold 9 million people inside of it. It's like a
Wow.
big mega city.
Wow.
What?
It's gonna be
It's
$1 trillion
gonna
to build.
I did not hear about this.
And
Yeah,
it's
it's
all
cool.
like indoors. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like a.
It has
like-
an open
wow.
top, but it's basically two
Wow.
mirrored
Do you know-
walls.
Do you know what that's for? Because they know the end of the world is coming, and that's where the rich people are going to live. You laugh.
So
You laugh. I just figured it out. Just now, you told me that. It's not hard to guess. They know that there's something coming, and they need to be walled off away from all us peasants, and that's where it's going to be.
smart.
So get your fucking tickets now, babe. So nice. All right, let's keep it moving. Best day, or actually worst day of work your whole life, Dental Bill. What was it? Worst day of work. Any job, anytime. Worst day of work. Go ahead.
Worst
ahead.
day of work was probably when I had a patient whose jaw locked open.
That
He
happens?
could not close his mouth,
Oh,
and he was freaking out.
how do you unlock it?
Well, I got my boss, and he had to maneuver his jaw
Oh.
shut. It took a while. It was not fun.
Oh,
Was
Yeah.
he smoking too much tinfoil?
I don't know.
Ah.
The joint got locked. It dislocated.
Oh,
locked open.
wow.
oh, that sounds
Ah,
terrible.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeesh. Okay, that sounds like a bad day. How about best day of work your whole life? Go ahead.
Best day of work. Probably when I get out early.
So every day you get out early is the best day of work in your life.
Feels good.
All right. Like it. Very nice. Okay, cool. Nice. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Bill. Honestly, we waited a long time for this to happen. I booked this show back in March? We booked this show.
Something like that.
Yeah, we booked the show a while ago. I'm happy we could finally get it in. I'm telling you, man, super glad you could make it. Me and Justin are usually on the same page with this, but you'd be willing, we'd love to have you back on as a guest.
Oh, sure. Anytime.
Good, because we're gonna need more Paris victory stories.
Yes.
Nice. But Bill, before we get out of here, is there anything you want to say to the Dental Bill faithful before we take off?
To the Dental Bill faithful, anyone who does jujitsu, keep at it.
Nice.
So-
Hell
And
yeah.
if you don't do jujitsu, start.
Justin,
We'll get there. I'll show up one day.
every time we have a Henzo Gracie guy, Mike Johnson, another Henzo Gracie guy on
Yeah.
the show. Mike's a great dude. Great
Super
show.
nice
too.
guy.
Did you use his show? If you haven't listened to it yet, it's available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Works Perspectives Podcast. But his episode was fucking fantastic. He had a great show. He's a
I'm
funny
sure.
guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Justin said that he would be in the gym after that one.
Yeah, one of these days.
It's all right. Hey man, I'm gonna be back there soon. Cool.
Looking
hopefully-
forward to it.
Yeah, man. I'm really looking forward to it too. Okay. So nice. So all right, very good. And Jalen Dub, anything you want to say to the Dubinators before we get out of here?
Yeah, I was excited when I found out it was Dental Bill. I've heard this name from like
Well, thanks.
7 different guests. A whole
Yeah.
round table brought you up.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
dude.
Good to finally meet you.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we did the Henzo Gracie roundtable and everyone talked
saw
about
it, yeah.
Dental Bill. That was a great show. Man, nice. Well, all right. Well, speaking of roundtables, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by Jalen Dub, Justin Richardson, and our guest today was the one and only, the wild man, the king of the crossroads, the killer with the bat choke, baseball bat choke. He's the man, the myth that is Dental Bill Lynne. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content and all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can hail us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you more sweet ass guests like good old Dental Bill. Thanks for listening. Stick around for the ad read. Thanks. See ya. Do you have a message or a story inside of you that you've been waiting to tell? Have you always dreamed of writing a book but are intimidated by the complexities of the book publishing world? Perhaps you want to use a book to launch your public speaking or consulting career. If so, please reach out to Scott and Bell Publishing, located right here in beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Scott and Bell Publishing handle all genres and authors with all experience levels. Scott and Bell Publishing gives authors 100% creative freedom and a higher royalty split. They can be found at www.skotbell.com. That's www.s as in Sam, K as in Kite, O as in October, T as in Tom, B as in Boy, E as in Edward, L as in Larry, L as in Larry.com. That's Scott and Bell Publishing, where the authors go.